Here we are again. It's that time of year, unfortunately, where the nights are drawing in. It's the opposite of the summer where the nights were all beautiful and long, but here we are going into winter where actually, for some people, the light can really affect us. What makes the difference is simply not just personality. Genetic factors are also quite important for determining how we deal with the time of the year. Those of us who we commonly refer to as night owls are evening types, and those types of people stay up later, whereas morning larks or the earlier chronotypes are people who just naturally wake up earlier. And we probably already know people in our family and friends who are like this. A lot of it you might think is down to just personality or the environment, how people have been brought up, and that is true to an extent, but actually there are biological and genetic factors which contribute towards one's chronotype. Those who are night owls may feel the winter is slightly more depressing and have some sort of adverse effects. Now, why is this? Well, one of the reasons it might be is because at this time of year, night owls are getting up later and they're missing that key morning light. That morning light is absolutely crucial to resetting our internal bodily clock, what you might have heard colloquially as circadian rhythms. So one of the arguments that this might be is because of a mismatch between their biological timing and their societal timing, what we call social jet lag. So I'm very lucky that I actually work with chronobiologists up at Arctic University of Norway up in Tromsø and the Arctic Centre, which is up at Umeå University in northern Sweden. They're doing sort of the hardcore biology into how our bodies actually adapt to the environment and to light. Whereas in my lab, which is the Environmental Temporal Cognition Lab here at Keele, we're interested in actually how daylight affects the mind and specifically time perception. So how do longer days and longer nights affect how long we feel the night? How long do we feel the day? We can't, unfortunately, take people up into the Arctic, but we can bring the Arctic to Keele. So last year, I drove right up into the Arctic Circle and I took 360 camera footage of Arctic tundra at different times of day. We've taken that footage, brought it back to Keele, put it into VR and let our participants experience those dim light conditions. And what we found actually is that there is distortions in the perception of time as a function of time of day and actually as a function of the lighting conditions. So actually lower light, because there's less going on in the environment, actually draws out your perception of time. It dilates how you experience and feel time's passing. So my advice is quite simple. If you are a later chronotype, or if you are a morning chronotype as well, is to actually get out within the first 30 to 60 minutes of waking and experience that morning light. That morning light is critical to resetting our circadian rhythm and is important, therefore, for our psychological well-being.